Hey, and we are back and we're live with Janae from DogE911. And she is here to talk a little bit about doggy massage. She has a very relaxed puppy in her lap. Probably going to get some royal treatment in just a moment. Janae, I'll let you take it away.
Okay, well, hi, Jen, and hello, everybody, and thank you for having us. This is Chloe, and as you can see, she is very relaxed. She's a little piebald dachshund. I'm just going to kind of turn her towards you a little bit so you can kind of see her a little bit better. But this is little Chloe, and she is one of my little dachshunds. And so she's going to be our little demo doggy today to show massage. So we're going to talk about animal massage. I'm an animal massage therapist. I run a program called DogE911. And so we do everything from triage, preventative care, and we're going to be back on later this morning at 11 o'clock. But right now we're going to talk about some preventative care stuff, which is really important. It's just as important as the triage and the time-sensitive stuff. And so basically, animal massage is holistic info that you can use to, assist your pet in the event of any type of issues to help them feel good, bonding, all types of wonderful things that they're good for. And so Chloe loves massage. She's like, all my dachshunds love it, but she particularly loves it. Massage is basically defined as stimulating or relaxing the muscles and joints of the body. And so it's just a rubbing type of technique. There's lots of different ways that you can do it. We're going to talk about some basics, just keep it real simple. I do teach classes if anyone's interested in that at DogE911.com. And so, but today we're just going to do a little fun kind of thing to help people just to kind of maybe help their pets while they're home with them, because I know a lot of people are home with their animals and wanting to have time to bond with them. This is a perfect time. You can do massage with them and just, just kind of connect with them in a new way. Massage has two different kinds of types. There's one there's a stimulating massage and there's a relaxing massage. Stimulating massage awakens the muscles and relaxing massage kind of calms them down. And so we're going to talk a little bit about the benefits of massage. And it does so many great things. It does things like increasing the circulation, which clears out the waste products in the body. It helps to increase the circulation of the skin and tissue, helps relax and stretch, and kind of helps that muscle tone kind of return to a normal, healthy, bouncy tone. It helps reduce inflammation in the body and helps with movement of the joints and the limbs. It also helps boost our immune system. And this all works for people too, not just animals, but obviously this also works with animals. And it doesn't have to be just dogs. You can massage your cat. You can massage your snake if you want to. Massage can be used on any type of animal, basically. Horses, all of that. We do all of that type of work. It's just we happen to be doing a dog right now. It helps lower the blood pressure and the heart rate. And it releases endorphins into the system, which make you feel good. It also helps prevent strain and injury. It aids in recovery from surgery. And it basically just helps with pets that have arthritic issues and any type of, kind of muscular or joint issues as they age. The extra benefits, and you can't hear her maybe, but she's kind of almost making a purring sound because she's enjoying. So one of the things that it does too, besides just the health benefits, it emphasizes the bond between human and animal. It emphasizes that touch bond, which is extremely beneficial and helpful in an animal, especially if you've just adopted, you're getting to know that pet. You can use massage to help you bond. It builds socialization skills and teaches your pet to be handled. So if you have an animal that's very fearful of being touched, especially on the pads of the feet, the paws, the limbs, up by the head, the more you work with massage, the more that it's going to help that animal to be able to be touched and be, handled, especially like if you go to the vet's office and stuff. Some animals do not want certain things done. Working with massage it helps a lot. I know when I worked in a vet's office for years, that was one of the things that, I helped her with, was did massage while she cut nails and stuff. It really does help. It can alert you to health changes. So let's say I'm working with Chloe and I find this lump. It can alert you to something that's going on, where maybe if you were just petting them, you wouldn't notice it. But if you're massaging and you're getting into the muscles, you're going to notice something. It also helps with fear issues for animals that have been abused, and aids in aggression. And it basically just feels good. So there's a lot of great things that it does. And plus, they deserve it. Our pets deserve it. It's a special connection with them. So we want to do as much as we can to make them feel good. The only time that you would not give a massage to an animal are if they have an open cut wound or gash, if they're dealing with any type of fracture or torn muscle or rupture, if they're running a fever, because we don't want to, move things around the body at that point, if they have an extended abdomen where it's sticking out and really swollen, or if there's any blisters, or if there's any kind of a venomous bite that the animal has been bitten by, because we don't want to move that toxins around. So those are some of our indications of when we would not massage. Okay, so how do we do this? Okay, you can take as much time as you want. You can do a massage for 5 minutes. You can do a massage for an hour, depending on, how long you want to do it. If you have a Great Dane versus a little dachshund like this, obviously you can take much longer on the Great Dane, but I could take a whole hour on Chloe if I wanted to. It really depends on your animal's needs. It depends on what they want. So I always tell people, listen to them, watch the signs for the things that they like and they don't like. And just because they can't talk to us in a way that we necessarily understand, and they tell us, hey, I don't like that, I do like that, oh, more pressure here, ooh, that feels good, stuff like that, they do tell you. They may push more into your hand if they like something. They may turn and kind of, wiggle a little bit. If they don't like something, they're going to move away from it, trying to pull away, or they may growl a little bit. They may also snap if they don't like something, or if something is sensitive or tender. So just listen to your animal's needs. Pay attention to their body language. And if you do have a pet that has been abused or is fearful, or even an elderly pet, I always say start slower with them. Start more gingerly, because we don't want to make this a bad thing. We want to make this something positive. So again, slow movements, like I talked about, are relaxing, and fast movements are invigorating. So if you're doing massage and you're doing more fast movements, that's going to kind of wake the muscle up. So that would be more for, let's say, an agility dog, a dog that would be getting ready to run an agility course. You want to get those muscles moving, get that dog ready to go out, to not injure, but to be kind of woken up. Where the relaxing would be like right now, we're trying to relax Chloe. She's ready for bed. And so we're just going to kind of get her all, relaxed and snuggled and ready for bedtime. Okay. So let's talk about the ways that we do this. So basically, when I give a massage to an animal, and Chloe actually has some back injuries. She had back injury. She's really at a good, healthy weight. She's 14 years old. She's nice and healthy, but because she had a back injury years ago from a car accident, she was properly restrained, but she did get injured a little bit. She has kind of some issues with her lower back. And so she gets acupuncture, massage. I do the massage. We do swim therapy with her. So she's nice and healthy. But when I do massage with her, I kind of take my time. And again, you can take it slow or as fast as you want. So I usually like to set the stage by just kind of doing an all over kind of relaxation, where you're kind of just basically going, head to tail all the way down the body, just kind of smoothing everything out on the animal. Just to kind of set the stage and kind of warm those muscles up. And it just kind of feels good to them. So I usually start with the back and the tail, all the way down to the tail first. That's kind of, how I start, because the spine is the biggest part of the body. And so it just kind of seems to work. But if you've got an animal that has an injury, or even an animal that's a little bit more sensitive, you can start somewhere else. It does not have to be in any particular order. It can be however you want to do it. So I normally start with the back and the tail all the way down, and the tail feels really good too because there's lots of little muscles all around the tail as well. Then I do the massage of the head and the neck. And so whether they have a small, little head like her or a great big head off of like a Newfie or something, you can still go all the way around and cup your hands around the head and the neck and kind of massage your way around the head and the neck and the ears. Then I work my way down into the shoulders and the four limbs of the animal down in to the front part. Then I work my way down through the chest and the abdomen and all the way down to the hind end quarters and the hind legs. And that's basically the sequence of kind of putting the whole body. But it doesn't have to be that way. So let's talk about strokes. So the first one is an Effleurage stroke, which is kind of what I was doing just on her just now to kind of wake things up. And what this is done is it's done with the flat palm of the hand or your fingers or ball, basically the whole hand. And it's almost like petting the animal is what you're doing. So you're basically starting, and she's giving me little kisses here. You're starting light and then you're moving into deeper movements. So I'm going to start palm and the fingers, and I'm going to just start working my way from the top of the occipital ridge, which is this bony protuberance here at the top of the head. And we're going to just work our way down the spine here. Now you can use both hands to do it, or you can do one hand, or you can tailor off. It doesn't really matter. So you're going to work your way down, all the way down with your Effleurage strokes, all the way down to the back end of the body. And all the way down the tail again more. And you can use that by cupping the tail and using your full hand to spread. Then we'll go back up here to the head. And like I was doing before, where I was kind of cupping and doing those long, smooth strokes on her head here and up and around the ears. You can do the same. You can cup the ear and kind of do those long, smooth strokes on the ears. Okay, and then up, around, and underneath the front legs and in the shoulder blades. Now, you can start light and move into deeper movements and basically listen to your animal for what they want. If they want more pressure, you can kind of feel them leaning into you. If they are a little bit more sensitive, you can do lighter pressure. And remember, I said the smoothing strokes are relaxing. The fast strokes are invigorating. So depending on what you're trying to do with that animal, again, if it's an agility, something that you're getting ready to do something where it would be an active, you'd want to wake it up. If otherwise, you kind of want to do the relaxing. Okay, now we're going to work our way down through the tummy, and we're going to do those long, smooth strokes along the tummy. And one thing to remember, this is an important note, whenever you're working with the stomach of an animal, you never want to go in a counterclockwise position. You always want to make sure you are rubbing that tummy in a clockwise position, always in clockwise, because we don't want to back up the stomach and have issues. Okay, now we're going to work our way down to the back limbs, again, long smoothing strokes. And if the animal's lying on its side, you can also kind of lift up the back limb and kind of hold it and do your strokes, your hand strokes with one hand. Okay, so that is our effleurage, using the flat of our hand. The next would be fingertip pressure. This is using either 2 or 3 fingers. Okay, you're going to be using the very ends and the tips of your fingers extended, kept close together. Okay, and you're going to rub these in a circular motion. Same kind of thing. So you're going to start up at the occipital. We're going to work our way down, and we're going to go along the spine. And we're going to put pressure kind of on either side of the spine, not directly on the spine, because we don't want to put pressure directly on the spine, especially for an animal like Chloe that's had a back injury. But we're going to work our way along the spine, all those little muscles that go all the way down, and kind of do our fingertip pressure all the way down. Okay, all the way down. And you can take it again as slow or as fast as you want, all the way to the tail. All right, then we're going to go back up to the head and the ears. Now our fingertip pressure, you can get into nice little grooves at this point. So you can kind of go all in around and under the jaw. underneath the eye and up into the ear, underneath, up in underneath the head and jawline, all along the neck. And you can do both sides at the same time with your fingertip pressure, or just focus and kind of hold and do one. Totally up to you, or totally up to the animal. With a small animal, a lot of times it's easier to use one hand and kind of hold because you have a smaller space. Large animal, it sometimes, feels more comfortable to use both hands. Again, it's kind of up to you and what the animal likes. All right, so now we're working down into the front. Now in here, we can also get down kind of a little bit deeper because we're not using the flat of our hand, we're using those fingertip pressure. So we can kind of get all into the neck, all into those little muscles here, and all in around the scapula, around these shoulder blades, and down in to the front limbs here. And you can also, again, lift up the limb and kind of work in. And because you're using finger pressure, you can even go down into the pads and the bottoms and the sides of the feet. Okay, now we'll go in again underneath. And so we're going to do our tummy and our abdomen area. And because we are using our fingers, we want to make sure we're using a circular pattern. We want to make sure that we're going clockwise, not counterclockwise. Okay, and then now we're going to work our way back to the back end here. And so Chloe's kind of leaning on her sides. So we're going to just get right into the nitty gritty of those hips and those limbs, back limbs. And again, because you're using finger pressure, you can really get into the hip socket and joints of the knees. So if you've got animals that have arthritic joints and issues with their back end, this is going to be very, very soothing for them. Now, again, a little bit deeper pressure if they like it. If not, go a little slower. Take your time, because you want it to be, you want it to be feel good for them. You can get right into those joints, right into the ankle, and all the way down into the bottom of the feet. Okay. Our next type of massage is called Petrissage, and this is called deep tissue, basically. This is what we think of when we get deep tissue. It's kind of like kneading or rolling dough in a way, and we're going to lift and roll the skin between the fingers. This is feels extremely good. You think about someone doing this like on your shoulders and stuff. Same thing with the animals. So now we're going to do it again. We're going to go in our section of working our way down the back. So we're going to knead and roll. And if you're a little uncomfortable doing both hands at first, get the feel of it by doing one hand. Just use it. It's almost like scooping and pulling the skin. So you're kind of grabbing and pulling back towards you. Okay, you can grab a nice big hunk of the skin there and just kind of knead and pull. And if you feel comfortable doing both hands, you can do that as well. Or you can kind of chase the other hand down and then back up. This is probably one of Chloe's favorites. Okay, so we're going to go all the way down. Now, it's not very easy to do the tail with this, but you can do the head. So we can go up and kind of scoop and pull up on the head and into the ears here. And even at the top of the head and the neck. Okay, now the shoulders also can be done this way. So you can basically scoop and pull along the front here. So using that same kind of scooping technique up along the front of the shoulders and the limbs. And same thing, if you have an animal that has any kind of joint issues with the front or the back legs, this is going to be something that feels really good. Okay. Now for the tummy, you can do this technique also. Okay. You're just going to basically kind of use this kind of pulling technique onto the tummy. So we're going to turn Chloe here on our side just so you can kind of see. And so you're basically going to scoop and pull, same kind of thing. You can do it from the side. Okay. Scooping and pulling onto the tummy. And then same thing with our back limbs. We're going to scoop and pull. Okay. All right, now next would be a technique called friction. Now, friction is a fast, invigorating stroke, and it is done with the balls of 2 or 3 fingers, okay? And it's basically a back and forth motion. Now, this is something that not all animals like. This is something for more, like I talked about, with the invigorating stuff, if you're wanting to wake the muscles up. So you can try this, and if they don't like it, they don't like it. You don't do it. So using the balls of your hand, 2 to 3 fingers, and you're basically going to do a back and forth movement. And again, Chloe's pretty good. She pretty much likes any type of massage. So this is kind of stimulating the muscle rather than relaxing the muscle. And if I have a muscle that is, we're dealing with rehab, we're dealing with trying to heal and kind of like wake up the muscles, then this is a technique that I would use. Again, you can use this on any part of the body. Okay. And then one of the other techniques would be acupressure. So acupressure is the same thing as basically acupuncture, but without the needles. We're going to use finger pressure from either our thumb or our finger, and we're going to apply this to the pressure points, okay? And so we would use this to apply pressure in and around the areas. So let's say we're going to do pressure all along the spine here. We're going to apply both of our thumbs to either side of the top part of the spine, which is up here at the occipital ridge at the top of the head. And we're going to apply our finger pressure here, and we're just going to work our way down slowly with the pressure. And Chloe gets acupuncture regularly, so she hasn't been lately, but with this COVID stuff, but it is something that we do. And so for her back. And so at home, I can do the acupressure for her. And so we'll use our finger pressure and we'll just go all the way down. Now, there's many different pressure points on the body of an animal, and those pressure points actually trigger to other things in the body to help. And so I'm going to talk about a couple points that are actually really, really beneficial. So one of them is called the 3-point hold. And this is a really great point that you can add in when you're doing your massage with your pet, because what it does is it actually helps the animal to relax them, but it also is a really great calming point for if their animal is having fear issues, if they're afraid of like fireworks or loud noises, or they're having any kind of fear issues in their new environment. This is a really great relaxing point. In fact, what will happen is when you go and get acupuncture for your animals and the animal is having trouble calming down, they will stick the point in this location to help calm the animal down. So what the point is it's basically here at the top of the occipital ridge. So you're going to find this bony spot at the top of the spine on the animal. We're going to find that we're going to hold the head, and we're going to find there's a little dip right here in front of this occipital ridge. Okay. We're going to take and place our finger right there in that location. And then we're going to take our other two, we're going to take two of our other fingers, and we're going to place them right alongside of the ears where the head meets the body wall. Okay. And so we're going to place our fingers right here and hold them up against the head with our other finger pressed in that little hole right above the occipital ridge. Okay, so we're going to hold there, and we're just going to lightly just kind of push for maybe about 10 to 15 seconds. And it's just a very calming point that you can do while in between with your massage. And a lot of times it'll make them go to sleep. Okay. The next points that we're going to do are on the ears. And these are, again, acupressure points. These are great. The ears are wonderful. We talk about our feet in acupuncture for humans, that your feet are basically your window to your whole body. For animals, it's the ears. Okay, most animals. So what we're going to do is we're going to massage the ears. Okay, so we're going to just do finger pressure, and we're going to just kind of massage the ears. The ears stimulate the whole body. They're very relaxing. If you have a pet that won't let you massage, or that's very fearful of you and, just kind of not sure, you can use just those smoothing techniques and just holding the animal at the ears and just starting to kind of do some light technique there. And a lot of times, if you can get the ears done, you can relax the whole body of the animal without even touching anything else. So we can do our massage by basically just kind of relaxing and beneficial for the whole body of that animal, just kind of working around in little circular points. And 2 points that are very, very good for relaxing are, one is right here where the ear kind of meets the body wall here on the animal, right in this area. And it can be, well, it doesn't matter if an animal has an ear that is, very short or very long. You basically want to find where the ear kind of comes in and touches the back part of the head here. And she's kind of purring again here almost. And we're going to basically find this nice kind of thick cartilage area. And we're going to place our fingers on either side. Again, you can do one or two at the same time. And you're going to place on either side, and you're just going to kind of rub in circles and kind of relax the animal. And doing it 2 at a time actually feels really good. Okay. All right. The next point is actually, and she's kind of turning her head over and relaxing here on me. Okay. Next point is a little bit higher up in the ear. It's actually almost right inside. You put your finger almost kind of right inside the ear canal and of the ear, and you're kind of just pressing down and in, and almost, you can see that, almost down in the ear on the outer part here, and you're just kind of scooping and holding. And you can see she's kind of turning her head into me because it does feel good. Okay. And then one of the other beneficial points is right here at the tip of the ears. So the very, very tip of the ears, again, doesn't matter if the animal has short or long ears. You're going to go to the very tip, and you're going to kind of just press, little kind of pulsating. And this is actually very, very healing and very relaxing. And as you can see, she's kind of totally relaxed. The ears are wonderful stimulation points. Okay. So with an animal that you're working with that's getting massage, one of the things that I can tell you to watch for if you're worried about an animal that has issues or back issues, problems and stuff. One of the things you want to watch for is an animal that's refusing to climb steps or jump, that's wobbly, has a hunched up back. With dachshunds particularly, you'll notice the back is very hunched. And one of the other things that also could be a warning sign of a back issue would be the middle toes wearing. So you're not noticing that the foot is wearing evenly. You're noticing that the middle toes are wearing it. It means that they're not perfectly balanced when they're walking. There's something going on, and there's some issues with their back. By doing acupressure and massage with your animal, and even the basic stuff, it's going to help to alert you to anything that's going on. It also promotes healing and prevents injury from happening. So if you're doing something like this on a regular basis, you're going to help increase the circulation, promote healing for that pet, and basically help them from having an injury. Or if they do injure themselves, they're going to be less likely to have a more serious injury. Once a disc has been injured and healed and calcified, then it's very vulnerable to be stressed again, like with Chloe's back injury. So we want to make sure that we are doing as much as we can to keep that flexible. And that is why pressure points and massage can help really strengthen those areas for the pet. I love massage because it really does help as a holistic benefit. It helps give your pet the best possible, for a bonding, for dealing with the healing. There's just so many great things that can be given from massage. And so with Chloe, she is, like I said, she's 14. She looks really good for her age. She's very healthy. But, we do regular massage. We do regular massage with her. We do regular holistic therapy with her. And that's one of the things that actually helps to keep her young. So those are some little basic massage techniques that you can do on your pet. It's just something that if anybody wants more information, if they're interested in getting further classes and training on massage, learning how to be certified, that is something that we can do. DogE911 offers all types of animal massage courses, as well as, being able to come out and do massage for your pet. We come and do that as well to people's homes and assist them to be able to do therapy for their own pet. So anybody have any questions that they would like answered? Is there any questions out there that anybody has that they would like to know? If anybody wants to know anything about anything specific, again, there is no right or wrong way really to do this, other than, like I said, for those contraindications, making sure that you're not massaging an animal that, like I said, that would cause any injury and stuff. But otherwise, this is just a great bonding thing with your pet, and it's a great thing to help them heal and help promote healing.
Thank you for that demonstration. My dog actually laid down and passed out, so something must have worked somewhere along the lines.
That's great. That's great.
You saw how crazy he was before you started. Must have been the calming, soothing voice.
Wonderful. Yeah, I know with Chloe, sometimes I will play music. You can use essential oils that can be.
I was just going to ask.
Yeah,
employed essential oils.
You can do that, and some of them are actually very healing and soothing for things like animals that are fearful of thunderstorms, or animals that are fearful of fireworks and things like that. But you only need a little bit, because those are very powerful, and also they can be kind of overwhelming for the animal's nose too. So you only need a very little bit for that.
What is your go-to essential oil for calming? I always do peppermint, but what do you like?
Lavender is good. Peppermint is also very, very good. Those are actually both like my favorite. So those would be that would be the two that I would recommend. And so I know that again, it only takes a very, very, minimal amount. You don't need a lot. There it's so funny. You could hear, if you could hear her, she's kind of like making her little noises. She's really enjoying this. And she's yawning. So, but yeah, massage is just a really great bonding thing. I know that we have one of our dogs was abandoned in a foreclosed home, and with her, I had to do a lot of hands-on and time with, and the massage actually was a very bonding, very healing thing for her, and helped her to really kind of turn around from some of the things that she had experienced.
So I've got your website queued up. I don't know how much you have left here with the massage talk, but we have about 8 more minutes left before the 3 o'clock hour. I was going to share some of your entertaining dog duo singing videos, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so I know later you'll get to meet another one of my little dogs, Greta. She'll be on with me at 11, and Greta is actually Chloe's sister. Chloe is not talented in the way that Greta is. So yeah. And on my website at DogE911.com, you can see all my girls. You can see all kinds of fun pictures of them dressed as nurses and patients, and they're great little doggy models.
Absolutely. Yeah. So do you have any parting words before I jump over full screen and head to your website so we can check?
Yeah, we just, give your animals a massage. They deserve it. They'll love it. They'll appreciate you for it. It'll help them bond. And for any other, information or questions, or if anybody's interested in taking a course or getting massage for their pet, and we can do online courses as well as in-person courses, just please reach out to us on the website at DogE911.com. We would love to hear from you.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of your website, let's check out a few of these videos that we have here on DogE911.com. Where should we start? Gretagrams?
Absolutely. That is the most fun one.
Our Gretagrams. I'm Janae, and this is my beautiful little talented dachshund Greta. And we perform singing telegrams together. We've been singing together since about 2006, when she was about 5 or 6 months old. And Greta has won over 11 talent competitions, has even sung for the Blessing of the Animal ceremony in honor of St. Francis. And we began Gretagrams as a singing telegram service to speak for those that have no voice, the animals. Greta and I began Gretagrams in 2010, and basically we want to showcase our love for each other, the powerful bond between human and animals, and our love for big band music. I am also here to let people know that it's very important to make sure to prepare for disasters with their pets. Also, pet first aid encompasses many different things, like knowing what's normal for your animal, and learning things like triage and time-sensitive matters that are also important for your pet. The first song we're going to be singing is called Bill Bailey. Hey! Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? I'm on the whole day long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. You know I've done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I throwed you out with nothing but a fine tooth comb. Well, you know that I'm the same, and ain't that a shame? Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? The second song we'll be singing is All of Me. All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips,
I never use them. Take my arms, I want to lose them. Your goodbyes left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all of me? To contact us for a Gretagram, please go to the Gretagram website. Thank you.
That was incredible. I don't know who has the better voice, you or Greta.
Thank you. I know, it's pretty darn funny. It is. It's pretty darn funny.
Was she just a natural singer? Or?
She is. Well, you know, it's funny because I've sang big band music for many, many years and worked with a band. And when I got her, you know, she was a baby at the time when I got her. And she came with me because I used to bring Chloe to practice. Chloe's a few months older than her. And Chloe would just sleep. So I figured Greta will sleep too. So I brought Greta to practice and Greta didn't sleep. Greta would match pitch with the piano and try to sing along. And so we ended up having to not bring her anymore because she was too distracting at practice. And then we started noticing that she would sing also if there was music on the television that she liked, or if there was music on the stereo that she liked, or on the radio. So I have a recording with my husband that he did of Bonnie Raitt with a slow blues guitar, and Greta's like matching pitch with the guitar. So she just, if it's something she likes, she will do it. If she doesn't like it, she won't sing with it. And you can't make her. She has to like the music. She has to feel it and be a part of it. It's just I've never seen anything like it. It's just hysterical.
Does she have a favorite song?
She does. We're going to sing it later today at 11. Yeah, she is. She does have a favorite song. It's "You Are My Sunshine." We're going to sing it later today. And but she loves a lot of jazz and big band type music. A lot of stuff that has a lot of inflection. She really likes that because, as you noticed in the video, she'll kind of go up and down, and that's what makes it so funny. She'll do the little like and then she'll do the where she'll throw her head back. She's so infectious. You can't not laugh with her. It's hard not to because she's just so funny.
Absolutely.
Yeah. She's won like so many different talent competitions, and we've got so many different awards and ribbons for her. And it's just so funny because she's just a natural. I don't know. I've never known anything like it. She's very, very special. She's the dachshund diva. That's what we call her.
Dogs are just born stars.
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for calling in late.
You're welcome.
See you in a few hours at 11 a.m. Central Time.
That's right.
So, let you get some sleep.
Absolutely. Yeah, we look forward to it. We'll be teaching all about animal disaster prep, and you guys will get to meet Greta live. So
yeah.
Thank you so much. And check out DogE911.com.
Absolutely. Thank you. We are going to cut to a few videos from our sponsors and grab another interview from a rescue. So stick with us. Coming up this hour is some drone footage that me and my friend took in the park wearing silly costumes with all of our dogs. So, it's 3 a.m. We got to stay here all night. And so that's what's happening. Please click on the button and donate, share the stream. And if anybody wants to comment or call in or participate over the next couple of hours, I'm here. So hit us up. Let us know. We are looking for talented pet videos like Miss Greta's or anything you got. Until then, here's